here before the August gathering, and I must express my sincere thanks to the organizers of Department of Applied Science and Humanities of Guru Nanak Institute of Technology. At the beginning, I must pay pranam and respect and tribute to all the eminent scientists of India whose photographs are here before us. Today is National Science Day. It is a very significant day in the history of India. And I am very fortunate enough that I have got this invitation to speak few words about the scientific topic, industrial waste management vis-a-vis pollution control. My dear student friends, P.K. Daspodar is my name. I want to share my some observations about industrial waste management with you. So before starting, I must say, who are the culprits, who are responsible for giving different pollution or pollutants? And you are all aware the industrial waste are regularly coming from the different industries. Very interesting to know that in our daily life, all of us use different industrial products from the morning time to bedtime. If you imagine, at the beginning of the day, to take toothbrush, toothpaste, all these are chemical products. Toothpaste made of gypsum and glycerin and all these things, I'm not going into the details. Then we take cup, dish, plate, these are all industrial products. Then we take tea, sugar, then we use shoes, leather items, then we take sometimes medicines, then we take some materials used for the construction of buildings, cement, all these things. So before going into the details, I must discuss who are the industries and which type of industry is giving what type of pollutants. First of all, yes. To know different types of fertilizer used for the growth of plants and different agricultural materials, and they release different types of toxic materials along with production of fertilizers like urea, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate of lime. These are regularly used by the farmers and different users. They are releasing all toxic acids, different toxic gases, including phosphorus, sulfur, nitrogen, aluminum, ammonia, all these things. Next, for proper growth of the plant, we have to apply pesticides. And these pesticides are very toxic material, you know, and these are used in the field, but they are toxic to the personal life and fish because they are very much poisonous, but they are used to kill the bacteria. Next, you know, the asbestos is a material used for the construction of different types of shades of small rooms. And asbestos is a fiber which is suspended and floats in the atmosphere, and if we inhale regularly, particularly where these asbestos sheets are produced, the workers every time take some fine fibers of asbestos and they are suffering from different diseases. You know, cement, it is very important in our life for any construction, for any developmental work. But you must know that cement is produced by using two materials, one is limestone and another is clay. You will be surprised to know that the people who are working in the cement plant, they get some fat salary, but they are receiving cement particles and they are suffering from problem of stomach and inhalation, right? So cement is all releasing some pollutants. You know coal, it is very important in our daily life. And you know coal is washed, particularly in Asansol, Raniganj area. And the material which is coming out of washing, they are going to the nearest pond, the nearest different water lands, and these pollute the water present in that pond or other sources. You are all aware of the alternative energy of fossil fuel like coal, petroleum. One day will come, still it is using, but one day will come when we will be dependent on nuclear power. And you know, there are different plants in India, particularly in Bombay. There is a plant where nuclear power is generated from uranium-235. And with the production of the electrical energy from nuclear power station, we are all anxious about the different types of radioactive decay coming from the nuclear material, which are known as alpha, beta and gamma rays. And one more thing, that after using that uranium, there is some waste where it will be given. It is normally dropped in Arabian Sea, which is very close to the Bombay. So, you know that these nuclear materials, they are creating dangerous pollution in atmosphere. Next, you know about iron foundry plants, because we always use some pipes, different utensils made of cast iron, and these plants are situated in Howrah area near Calcutta, and they are using different types of raw materials for the production of this iron foundry materials, and which are releasing some suspended solids, mainly sand, clay and coal particles, and the people who are working there and who are staying very near to that plant, they are suffering from stomach problems and breathing problems. Next, we are all aware that leather goods, every time we use for different purposes, shoes, bags, and this leather is coming from the skin of different animals, goat, buffalo, cow. But I must say that human skin not used for manufacturing of any items. But interesting point is that after washing the leather or skin of the different animals, lot of blood particles, hair particles are there. And if it is used in the raw condition, it will be simply destroyed and we will not be able to use for a long time of this leather. That's why leather processing is very much important. And there is a plant in Kangra area, old plant, and new plant is Mantola area. And there are large number of tanks are there where the skins are vertically placed in a solution of different chemicals like sodium sulfide, bromine and lime solution. And after tanning of this leather, the waste material is very much dangerous and toxic, and the people, if they take in their water or sometime any type of contamination, they will suffer from different diseases. That's why government has given some mandate how and where these waste materials will be stored in a large tanks made of cement so that it will not come in contact with the normal environment. We are all aware that petroleum, without petroleum we cannot imagine, because our daily fuel and all the types of machineries are run by petroleum, diesel, all these things. But you must know, in Haldia or in some other oil refinery where the crude petroleum is refined to produce first petrol, then diesel, then kerosene, then different types of tar products. So you can imagine what type of pollutants they are releasing every time, particularly in Haldia area. Whenever you will be coming down from a bus or from a local vehicle, you will get some smell, peculiar smell of different sulfur compounds different nitrogen compounds which are normally known as different hydrocarbons. And they are giving dangerous pollution to the environment, particularly nearby river and pond, which is known as high BOD, that means high biochemical oxygen demand for fish and aquatic animals, and they give some bad odor, and the toxic chemicals they are releasing, these plants, phenol and different sulfur trapping compounds. So you can imagine, without petroleum we cannot start our life, and these pollutants to be removed in the effective possible way. We are using different types of paints and ink industries. We are all aware that different types of paint industries are in India, and they are giving some very attractive ads in TVs, right? And you find that Amitabh Bachchan is also giving some information about different types of paints, which one is the best. And I must say one name, Barger paints. I am not a man of Barger industry, but I must say that Barger paints is very popular and very effective products they produce, but paints is nothing but different colored inorganic materials. So the paints industries, after production of different types of colors, brick red, ocean yellow, pink color, white, orchid white, after using or after manufacturing of these paints, they are releasing some waste materials to the nearby river, the Ganges, and these inorganic or organic oxides which are coming from the paint and ink industries, they are called dyes, and they are resins, they are oils, they are solvents. So they are very much dangerous for the aquatic animals and fishes. And often you will get some information that one pond where we are finding the fishes are not properly growing because there are some pollutants in the water of the pond. We are all aware of the plastic material. We cannot think because in our young life we take jute bags. Little money, big bag. But now more money, small bag. And the polymeric, that is polythene, polypropylene, polystyrene. So without plastic materials or resin materials, we cannot survive, we cannot develop our daily life. But these types of plastics and resins are prepared from the different types of chemicals, which are very much toxic chemicals, and these are normally phenol, formaldehyde, and different types of hydrocarbons. I am not going into the details because we are all aware about these materials which are regularly used in our daily life. Steel plant. Some of you may have visited some steel plant, Durgapur steel plant, Raurkela steel plant. And steel is produced using different types of iron ores, different types of coke materials, different types of limestone materials. And these steel plants are releasing regularly different types of acids, different cyanogen gases, different phenols, different dust particles of iron ores, different black particles of coke, different white particles of limestone. If you go by train by the side of Durgapur, you will find that the smokes are releasing. Sometimes it is white, sometimes it is black, sometimes it is pinkish, or sometimes it is brown, depending on the what type of pollutants are releasing by the steel plant. And one thing I must say, that steel plant workers or the management, they are getting fat salary than other common people, but they are suffering from different diseases. Still then, we have to depend on steel production because our development of the nation is related with steel. Sometimes different toxic chemicals are used for different types of chemical laboratories, which are known as nickel salt, arsenic salt, mercury salt, cyanide salt. So these salts to be prepared in the different industries. Then they will be coming to the different laboratories for our different chemical tests. And finally, I must say about thermal power station. Without electrical energy, we cannot think a single moment in our life. All these lights, I am talking through microphone, all are used by electricity. So electricity is generated by thermal power station. Why it is thermal? Coal is used as a fuel, fine powder of coal that is burned, and they give heat, and with that heat, steam is generated by boiling water, and that steam has some momentum to give turbine a rotational speed, and then electricity is generated. So without thermal power station, there are so many thermal power stations. Very nearest is the Poddar thermal power station. And you will find that these thermal power stations, when they are producing power, that is electricity, some dust particles they are releasing every moment. If we stay or if you see the field of Poddar, Meshega, very near to thermal power station, you will find very fine small particles of grey color. They are floating in the air and they are deposited on the cultivation field. They are known as fly ash because they fly. They are so light and so fine. But how we can use this type of material? Because we are also thinking about problems, but we have to solve the problems at least partially. So we have to first find out what are the solid waste that can be used or reused for development of value-added material. You are all aware that solid waste like different scrap metals, some broken glass particles, some polymeric bags after using and throwing in the field, some fine particles of wood after cutting the different wood pieces, the particles are coming out or the fine particles are deposited, which are known as sawdust. These are available in huge quantities in the different industries. But we have to think that how these waste materials can be converted into value-added material which is related to pollution control. Because if we reduce the waste, we can have better eco-friendly atmosphere. First of all, the incineration is the process. What is incineration? It is nothing but burning or combustion. You know, different refusals of hospitals, nursing homes, different types of cotton material, cloth material, injection syringe, saline bottles, they are dumping on the outside of the hospital or the nursing home. But government has given some mandate. In all developed countries, they follow this type of incineration process. What is this? They take a closed chamber where the all vulnerable waste materials are placed and they are burning it by coal with excess air so that 760 to 900 degrees centigrade temperature is generated and high pressure steam is formed. And this steam is utilized to preheat the gases of different furnaces, but the significant present development is, you know, that hospital articles to be sterilized